Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to the You Like That podcast. My name is Jack. I am one half of the You Like That podcast.
Fuck, and I am Adam. I am the other half of the You Like That podcast.
Do you already regret asking me to intro this?
100%, and it's never going to happen again. I wanted Jack to intro this episode because it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, because last time I tried, I fucked up the clap like
3
7
times. And that sort of moved me to go, okay, we'll give him a break.
That sums up my entire academic career, is
Basically, yes.
Not knowing how to clap.
Of course.
You'll hear stifled laughter because he's trying to be a good guest. But we have a guest.
Yes,
good
another
friend
guest.
Daniel.
Hi guys.
AKA Denial Gamer on
Yes.
Twitch, even though you don't stream
I don't stream anymore, but yes, I am on Twitch.
But I keep shouting that out.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm going good. Just a bit rusty from the Halloween party, but
It is. Yeah, it's a Halloween special and we just did nothing for it. We're not doing a horror movie.
Yeah. No.
Although it was a pretty horrible movie.
It was dreadful, but anyway.
A lot of news, a lot of questions. This is going to be a
Bit of
bumper
news,
episode,
yes.
my friend.
Many thanks to everyone out there. That is, it seemed a little bit dull at first, and no one was going to send questions through until today, and everyone just went, "Here's 1,000."
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, because I put out the post like 2 days ago, and everyone was like,
Yeah, you really preempted it. I'm just like, I think our algorithm works where it's a couple of hours before the episode now, so then I'm at least
doing everything
as possible.
absolutely last minute.
Exactly right. But we do have a lot, and we do have a little bit of news. You might have more news than me because I didn't find as much. So
No, not really.
we'll get into it. So basically, our review today is Borat 2, subsequent movie film. We'll start with the news as we always do, and get to those questions at the end because there's a lot of them. So jump straight into the news. We'll start off with the heavy hitter. Rest in peace, Sean Connery.
Yeah, he had a good knock, didn't he?
Back at 90 years old, not bad.
Yeah, looking at his filmography today, he's done like more than 70 movies or something. The list just kept going and going.
Basically all before I was born.
But,
just like,
of course, he's James Bond, isn't he?
Yep.
He's, most people's favourites, most people's instant association, even though I didn't really know which movies he was in. Obviously I knew the movies, but I was like, well, which one is he in? Because there's been fucking 10 million of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone does the Sean Connery voice. He's like one of the most iconic looking people of all time. Like, once he hit, like, from Indiana Jones The Last Crusade onwards, he just looked exactly the same for the rest of his life. Like, just such a cool motherfucker, Like, so yeah,
he's a cool old man.
Pretty sad. He didn't do anything for a little while.
No, his last major film was A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Very famously.
And then he did 2 movies, like little
he did a voice.
roles.
Yeah, he did a voice in a kids movie or something. I noticed, which is
otherwise, his film finished in 2000.
Yeah, LXG famously so bad. He said, "That's it."
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
No more acting.
He was living out in the Bahamas. Like, what more can he ask for,
honestly,
that dude was set for life, and he definitely killed us. So,
rest in peace.
Big loss, R.I.P. Now, one I noticed, we're going Spider-Man 3 again.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm sorry.
Fucking hell.
There's just more news about it, alright? So, Jacob Batalon, the guy that plays Ned, his best friend in the movie, has lost over 100 pounds.
Jesus.
For this movie.
Congratulations, that's a lot of effort.
It's because we saw how big he was in those other 2 movies.
Boy, yeah.
In the photo that he posted on his Instagram, thinner man.
Yeah, right.
Looking good.
But the joke was never, he fat.
No.
He just happened to be a bigger dude.
Yeah, and he was just a comedic genius in that as well.
Maybe he'll be in on the action.
Well, there were early rumours that Ned could turn as a possible villain in this movie. I think one report was saying Green Goblin or Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin was the one I saw, the report I saw, yeah.
So maybe, especially with this now, seeing how much weight he has lost, kind of fuels that there could be a bit more.
Yeah.
He only said Ned is having a physical change in the movie. Obviously, he's not going to give away anything.
Yeah, right.
Up until it. So, whatever happens, it could be interesting. It could be a different turn. Tom Holland did say that he does have the script for Spider-Man and promises not to spoil it.
I'm surprised he hasn't spoiled anything yet.
Exactly right. He's notoriously bad for it.
Started shooting this week.
Yep.
So it's already underway. I don't know how they're going to hide anything. Like, we've all seen the Batman. Like, there are people just walking around the sets in Chicago. Like,
100%.
It's so much of the Batman.
The amount of
leaked.
set photos I've seen. Like, we've got to think. Uncharted finished filming last week, and that was the first time we saw set photos.
Yeah. Whereas the Batman, like, people seem to just be against a barrier just filming, and they don't really give a fuck.
They basically set it up and just go, yo, we're filming the Batman.
Yeah.
So just don't come around because we're filming the Batman.
So if Tobey Maguire is in it,
We'll know.
How are they going to hide that? Like
It's going to be hard.
He hasn't been out in public in so long, you know. There's like one TMZ photo of him eating an ice cream. It's just like, fuck, what a good life. Yeah. We're going to see.
We're going to see something. It's going to come. It's going to eventually come out.
I'm going to try everything I can to not get spoiled, but
I'm going to try and not report on it then.
If you go on Instagram one time, yeah, like
it's going to be hard. If you go on Facebook for one day and if that is true, you can't avoid that news. It's gonna come out.
You just be scrolling TikTok and it'll just pop up.
Like, exactly.
Fuck.
I saw this is a different news story, but sort of tangential. And I didn't send it to you because I didn't know if it was like a fan edit or not. But it was seemingly marketing for Venom 2 off the Daily Bugle. Big headline: Where is Spider-Man? Second headline: photo of Woody Harrelson. Said whatever Cletus. What's his name? Cletus Cassidy. Yeah. Escapes or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how. I could not find a source or anything, so I didn't send it to you to report on. But
yeah, it could be a fake.
It could be fucking nothing.
It makes sense in line of the movie anyway of what it would be. It could just be a smart person going, "Oh, this will happen."
It could be like the Morbius trailer where they just put
it could just
the photo of Spider-Man PS4.
It really could have just been Tom Hardy having fun on PS Paint.
Yeah, honestly.
And just putting it in and be like...
And we keep saying it every week. We keep saying it every week, but something has to come out soon. Like, there has to be a fucking...
We'll get something. Something new we did get is Patrick Wilson coming out to direct Insidious Chapter 5.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy to hear about this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you've only seen the first one because we did the review on it the other week.
Good.
There are 4 movies in the franchise, which we did talk about. Patrick Wilson was the star of the first and second one. The other 2 films happened before them. So this film is going to take place 10 years after the events of Chapter 2, in which we'll get a proper continuation of the story. I'm very excited because I love the franchise of Insidious. It's our boy, Lee Winnell. He's very happy to have Patrick Wilson on board for it as well, so I think it's going to be great for Patrick to sort of take after Lee here and, helm himself in creating... hopefully another really good entry into this franchise.
Definitely. I like Patrick Wilson a lot. I'm always interested in what he has to say or do.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see his artistic vision, whether he'll do something of his own or if it'll just look like another Conjuring movie.
Exactly.
You never know.
Which is going to be the hard thing. He's so well noticed in the Conjuring series because, before the Conjuring he did Insidious, but more people are going to say, oh, it's Patrick Wilson, the guy from the Conjuring. Oh, it's Patrick Wilson from Insidious.
Or the kids now, Patrick Wilson from Aquaman.
Yeah.
Is anyone saying that?
No, I don't think
you've been
the first person who have ever said that. But in the same sort of story here of The Conjuring, you did send me a little behind-the-scenes video of The Conjuring 3.
We got a brief look at one of the back of the sets of Conjuring 3.
We got a couple little snippets.
Which I forgot was even happening.
We just got them all pretty much sucking James Wan's dick, going, he's such a good director and I just love doing this shit with him.
And then they cut to James Wan, he's just like, yeah, I'm not directing this one, some other young bloke is. He's just like, I don't know why I'm doing the press release.
Yeah, basically.
He's just like, so I can slap my name on the poster.
Exactly
and
right.
$10 million.
Exactly right. But we did finally see some news from this, so obviously we got the announcement quite a while ago, as we did with a lot of shit recently. It will be coming out eventually. The plot to this story is going to be the first known murder trial where they claim demonic possession as a defense. So
yeah, and the guy's like an advisor on set. Like they got the actual guy. He's much older and stuff now. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but
take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly right. The main draw from that video was actually the look at the tall man, or the fucking whatever his name was
from the second one.
Yeah,
the bendy tall straw man, whatever his name is.
Which obviously he wasn't wearing his hat, and he just looked like, I don't know, something out of a live action Tim Burton film.
So in the Conjuring 2 it's very dark and spooky and stuff,
and they can obviously put after edits on it
because this was like on set. It was full light and he looked terrible.
Because that was the thumbnail of the video as well. I'm just like,
I hate The Conjuring 2 already, but that just made me laugh because I was just like,
exactly.
I'm right.
But we'll
movie's terrible.
Oh dear.
Uncharted's finished.
Uncharted is finished. Yep, that's all wrapped and finished. I did see Mark Wahlberg did also share again a photo of
Sully's shirt.
Sully's shirt, and he went, ooh.
And a cigar.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, so that adds more credence to your theory that we will get a trailer this year.
Yep.
At least a teaser.
Surely
At
something.
least a title, something.
I mean, as I always put it back to, we were able to get a trailer for the Batman of 25% of the movie being shot, and it looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
Surely they can just slap the first 10 minutes of this movie and make a trailer out of it.
I mean, Thanksgiving's only a couple of weeks away. They usually do something around then, trailer-wise, because that's usually when movies would come out. So you would think they go, all right, let's make big announcements now, give you something.
For sure.
Give you a little bone, go on.
Yeah, just like, hey, look, things are happening.
Start the marketing process and be like,
I wonder if it'll have
it out there.
How confident they are, like, if it'll have a subtitle insinuating a franchise, or if it'll just be called Uncharted.
Knowing the Uncharted series, I'd say it will.
It will have something.
Because basically they all had, from the beginning, they always had a title.
Yeah.
It was always Uncharted.
Drake's Fortune,
Uncharted 2.
Thief's End. So this one will be called Uncharted. He's a little bit younger. So
the worst thing they could do is call it Uncharted Origins.
Oh!
Imagine. Fucking imagine. That's what we don't need. The last bit I have is we got the teaser trailer for Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
So, trying to trend with the Halloween.
It's a trailer for a trailer because it's very quick cut. You can tell there's a bigger trailer there. But
exactly, and they just say Halloween Kills next year.
They're just waiting to release
it. We're going to have to delay this one.
Cool thing about it is all three are on the same night, taking place on the same night, which is cool. I like that. This one looks to be... So Halloween 2 was set in a hospital. This looks like it's going to be in a hospital as well. They're just kind of hitting the same beats. I did not like that Halloween.
I'm just going to be honest. I have no desire for any Halloween.
Halloween 2 I like a lot. Halloween 1, even though it's the flag bearer, it's the first real one of those kind of movies. It's just a bit too slow and weird for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched the original ones. I only ever watched the later reboots, the many that we got.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like the sequel too much.
Yeah, the latest one that came out, the new J. Lee Curtis one, I was just like, meh.
But I'm still going to see it because it's a new horror.
Oh, of course.
Halloween
movie. That's
whatever.
what we do.
Yeah, cool. I don't have any more news.
Nothing else. I think that'll do it.
Not much.
So I think we can jump into our main review here for Borat 2, subsequent movie film. I'm not going to say the whole title.
I'm actually glad you said yes to doing that.
Oh, man.
The greatest episode. So I guess as we can kind of gauge from the reaction right now, from people here weren't that into it. So let's give it brief. What did we think?
It's Borat again, but less funny.
Yep.
Just like, I see where he's coming from, but then like just the cringe humor, I just couldn't get behind it. Like the only times I found myself laughing was purely because I'm just like, it was so awkward.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, I'm just going to giggle because I don't know what else to do sort of thing.
The only times I laugh were the stupid throwaway lines. Like,
of course.
Like,
they're the best ones to laugh at.
In number one, like, you're laughing at the events and the scenarios and stuff. But then in this one, like she grabs the lipstick and she's eating it. And it's just like... And then they're like, no, that's not what it's for. And he picks another one up and he says, what flavor is it? And it must have just hit me. And then
eats it and just goes, it's not very good.
It must have just hit me at the right angle because that little tiny line just got me so good.
For me, I enjoyed this movie enough. I didn't love this movie. So I don't think I'd watch it again, but it didn't offend me.
Yeah. Did you think he made some great point, some great commentary about the world? What I'm asking you is why is this happening?
Basically, I think the only reason he made this was to try and get more people to get behind the idea of how bad Trump's government is.
Yeah.
And to get more people
and not Trump
to
himself,
vote.
like
just the actual government that they're in there, and
make
make sure people actually get out and vote again. I feel like that was the driving force behind this movie, and you can tell by the press and all the releases done for it. But this bodes into my theory of any sequel that happens 5 years after the original should never be.
Yeah.
Should never happen. This
is a 14-year-old sequel of a guy who's much older, who, after 14 years of not doing a voice...
The voice is so different.
It's like... It's
Borat,
but it's not the actual one.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you wait 14 years to do it again.
Yeah, and in the first 10 minutes he says all the catchphrases.
Yeah.
Like, as it's cutting through.
And they don't stick the way that they did originally.
No, and and he's just seemingly saying them, just be like, hey, remember this?
Yeah. So,
This is such a weird movie.
Alright, I'll run through quickly the quick semantics for it. So, this was directed by Jason Walliner. He's done nothing. Runtime 96 minutes. I'm just giving up on directors now. I swear all the movies we've done recently, the directors have done fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And they're mediocre movies. 96-minute runtime, so it's a fair whack of a runtime. It's nothing too.
I'll admit, I got an hour 15 in and I had to call it quits.
You feel
I couldn't finish it.
I ended up skipping through the last bits.
Oh, God.
Like skipping and seeing if something funny was.
That's exactly
happen.
when you know that you didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
They estimated budget about $10 to $20 million on this movie.
That was just lawyers and getting him
Now
bailed
this is where it's going to hit you. Is the Rotten Tomatoes score here. So it's 86% critic score, 70% on the audience score.
Yeah.
So as I said, audience rules over critics, no matter what.
Yeah.
You always believe the audience score over the critics because critics are fucking stupid. We're not critics. We're just dumb guys.
Yeah, mainstream critics have their pockets filled with money from studios.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Because that's part of the marketing.
Yeah.
Is people saying, yeah, it's good, go watch it.
So, obviously, the only two stars of this movie is Sacha Baron Cohen himself as Borat and newcomer Maria Bakalova, who is Tuta.
She's good. She's
daughter.
good. I don't know why she's in this, but she's good.
Very good. She beats 600 other women to get this role.
Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So
and she's pretty brave too, like that. The Rudy Giuliani bit, like you got balls to do that.
Fucking
100%, yeah.
A lot of balls to do a lot of things in this movie.
So of course you have the A story of Borat winning back his credibility to Kazakhstan, make Kazakhstan and America powerful leaders.
Not make Kazakhstan look like a laughing stock of the world.
Yeah, so that's the main story. And then you got the B story of Borat realizing his daughter is a human and loving his daughter.
Yeah.
Just so fucking insultingly predictable and beat for beat. Just like you can see it coming from the second she's locked up in a pig pen or whatever. You're just like, oh, she'll be a woman at the end of this, and then at the end, fucking hell, like, I'm not saying I hated this movie because I hate women or whatever, but at the end, like when they're fucking hammering down like all the feminism stuff, I was just like, oh, so she's just kind of a token, like your point that women matter and stuff, but she's a tool.
Yeah.
A tool to make that point. It's kind of going against your point a little bit because she doesn't have to be in this at all.
Yeah.
And I think the other fat guy from the first one died, so... like in real life.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might have. I'm not too sure.
I sort of remember it. I don't know. We're not going to look it up because it's the Like That podcast.
Yeah. Generally that's what would happen, but we're not going to stoop down that low.
Tweet at me directly. Just say he died or he didn't die. No context.
Yeah. So at Jack Lawless 93.
Yeah.
Beautiful. On Twitter. Do that.
Just he died or he didn't die.
Yeah. So obviously this is when we compare this to the original Borat film, they're 100% two different sides and they're two different pieces of work. They are not on the same wavelength, basically.
No, God, no.
Yeah,
these two, the first one was made purely to make Americans look stupid.
Which isn't hard to do.
Yeah.
And it was in
make
the
some
age
sort
of
of pranks and just make it very controversial in a way. This movie tried to bring those aspects to life again, but I'd say watered down.
Flat, yeah.
Definitely watered down, but they were also more or less trying to actually make a movie.
Yeah, it does feel more like a movie because the first one was the age of Jackass and the age of prank shows.
Yeah,
Punk'd. Everything was so huge at that time.
Yeah,
they were really going for that shock, and they could get away with more because nobody really knew who Sacha Baron Cohen was.
2006
because he didn't look like Ali G. He was someone else entirely, and people weren't expecting it and stuff. Whereas now you have to get around so many hoops to hide.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen has been very open about that. We have to think of all these disguises for Borat.
Yeah.
So he's playing Borat, playing someone else, playing Borat,
Exactly.
So
Inception.
Yeah, great performance by him, but it's just just why?
Yeah. You can't take anything away from Cohen himself. He's
incredible.
He's an incredible guy. He's so smart.
Great guy.
He just has balls to be able to do whatever he wants and doesn't care what anyone thinks about it.
But he's not making his point. I don't think.
I think a
He's
lot of
not
people
saying anything that the general consensus isn't already thinking.
Yeah.
Like Michael Pence is a disgusting sex criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we know.
It's all stuff we know.
knows,
We know all this type of stuff already.
And he's doing that in a big pantomime way.
Where I'm sort of seeing this movie is that there are a lot of people that initially have really liked this movie because it's Borat. He's such an icon of a character. They're looking at it as it's Borat again.
Yeah.
This
And
is what I
people
want.
still do the voice.
This was this is that nostalgia feeling that you get from seeing something being re-released again.
Yeah.
This was me when I first when the Power Rangers reboot came.
Yeah,
out.
right.
And I loved it in the cinema.
Yeah.
We shat on it fucking 45 minutes in an episode.
Or
because
Rogue,
it's a fucking shit
like
movie.
Rogue One, where they're just like, remember this?
Remember this Star Wars?
That movie should have just been called Remember This.
I know, but I fucking love Rogue One.
Yeah, I like Rogue One.
Really.
I'll
Jesus
admit.
Christ.
You
I like
shut up.
Rogue
You have no qualms with Star Wars, bro. You just shut up about it. But
It's better than the other Star Wars. We'll go with that.
yeah, we'll kick with that. But yeah, so I think definitely this is people just getting on with the Borat phase again and just wanting to be like, it's Borat again. How amazing is that? But not realizing, but he's sort of taking what sort of movie this is. It's not what should be working.
Yeah.
And so a movie like this lives or dies on the reactions,
Yeah.
right? So you watch this movie to see Michael Pence get super embarrassed or like flip out and like lose his mind. That does not happen.
For most part.
There's a guy in a phone shop who clearly knows who Borat is.
Yeah.
Who Sacha Baron Cohen is, because he's stifling laughter the whole time.
Yeah.
Why they left that in the movie is baffling to me. Because the guy just knows.
Yeah.
That maybe they ran out of time or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened in the interactions with real people where they either weren't left as embarrassed as they should be.
Exactly
he didn't
right.
do something that would, make someone be like, what the fuck's going on?
They don't flip out and kick him out of the fax shop.
He literally stayed with two guys for 5 days. Yeah. That's actually
Show
the
us
real
that.
thing.
Show us that movie.
Because I watched the interview he did with Stephen Colbert, and he stayed with those two guys for 5 days in character.
Yeah. Show us that.
That would be tough. Like, to stay, like, live, breathe in this house with these two guys. And
because you're saying he literally, the room that he was staying in at night when they'd all go to bed and that, he'd lock himself in there, get out his laptop that he had hidden in a little safe, and start writing and producing for the next day what they should film in that.
Yeah.
And then
show us that.
That's like the only time he has to sort of get out of the character.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
But during that whole time, there's nothing with those guys where he's acting really out of the ordinary. It's not like the first one when they stay with the Jewish couple at the bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Where it's really outlandish and actually funny.
Yeah.
This is him. The only sort of shot they show is him trying to kill the virus with the frying pan.
Which was in the trailer anyway, yeah. Like,
yeah. And there wasn't anything else with them.
Yeah, and none of the reactions, like, there's no anger, there's no...
Yeah.
There's no, like, crazy shock. Like, even the really nice feminist lady, the daycare lady or whatever, I skipped through all of that, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's just kind of like...
Yeah.
Don't you like your kid?
The real life Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, that part when he goes into the synagogue and there's just like this old lady who survived the Holocaust, and like you'd expect like them of all people to be able to like to kick someone out, and there's just how accepting she was of that scenario.
Because she
Lovely
did.
ladies. And that scene goes for fucking 10 days. That's the longest scene of any movie I've ever seen, and it doesn't actually go for that long.
That woman actually did pass away before this movie was released.
Yeah, right.
And they did try to make a lawsuit against Cohen and the filmmakers for that part, and sort of saying, it's just exploiting, the Holocaust survivors and whatnot else. But they were like, apparently Cohen did break character when they were filming to explain to them that it is a bit because of what he said by the end of it. The Holocaust did happen, yes!
Yeah.
To sort of, when you're looking at someone like that who is a survivor of something as terrible as that was, you kind of would have to, even being Sacha Baron Cohen, as offensive as he can be.
Nobody on Earth would say that to another human.
No,
exactly.
Nobody on Earth. Like, you could be the worst person in the world and you would not say that to someone like that.
Yeah.
So it's not funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just not funny.
It's not funny.
There is minimal to laugh about, and I find
that's another problem with this movie. It's not fucking funny.
And I hate saying it because Brooke had a ball with it last night. But I think it's...
The first Borat is so special to me.
Yeah, same with me. I remember getting the special Mankini edition for Christmas.
How good was the DVD? All the features were incredible. Hey?
That, and I had the Mankini. I wore that shit everywhere. I stood at the front of my house at the age of like 11 years old with just the Mankini on, bending over when cars are driving past. Looking back at it now, I'm like, anyone could have gone to jail for that.
Such a time
So many
capsule,
people could have done, yeah.
But, you know, I think she may just be in the point of that state of, it's Borat, as I'm saying.
But the two big ones, he gets to a Michael Pence rally or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's huge. And what he did, like, that should have been huge, but just some seckies come up to him and go,
yeah, you got to go.
Time to go, mate, let's go.
And Michael Pence just kind of like,
he
looks
just
into the crowd.
stares, he just looks forward the whole time. Very professional.
And then he's just back to being like, nobody died from the coronavirus. And then Rudy Giuliani's just a sad old man who doesn't get...
He seems very sweet at first.
Yeah. Like,
You know,
he's obviously...
He'll do this movie. It's going to be fine. Gets a little bit pervy by the end of it, but...
That's like any old dude. Like, old dudes are just like that. They're just gross sex criminals. And...
I know that...
And
I was driving home from work yesterday. Not yesterday, Friday. And I was stopped in the middle of Kirrawee where traffic's banked up, and there's like a chemist on the side of the road there. And I noticed that there was a woman there in like running wear, so like, you know, tights and singlet.
Yoga pants and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And I look behind me because I always just check my mirrors and I just see who's around me. Old guy sitting behind me, I see his gaze directly.
Of course. And they're not subtle about it.
The whole time. I was watching his eyes, and then the minute she stepped into her car and closed the door,
back on the road.
And I'm like...
That's just old dudes.
Oh, he was very happy. He was smiling. He's...
And then even that scene, they don't get chased by security. It's implied that they do, but
apparently Rudy Giuliani did call the police after that happened.
But you can tell them running out of the hotel is like a different hotel on a different day. Like, they clearly just on the day just fucked off out of there, and
they just got out of there real quick.
Yeah.
So there's no, and that's the climax of the movie, the Rudy Giuliani interview.
Yeah.
That's your big moment to go. Look how fucked this is.
Like, because then I mean, like after it. The only thing
and
that got me...
there's still the fucking story running that you have to somehow follow of him.
Yeah. So the movie actually ends...
Yeah, trying to like...
Stupid.
The movie ends with an actual like movie ending.
Yeah.
There's a plot twist.
Which, like you saying that it's an actual movie is fucking spot on.
So if anyone doesn't want the ending spoiled that hasn't seen it, turn it off now. But
spoilers.
So basically Borat is patient zero for COVID.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why the government sent him to America, was to spread COVID around. And... That's who did it. It wasn't the Chinese. It wasn't...
That feels pretty last minute
bats, and it's just like...
That feels very forced.
And you're sort of like, did that need to happen?
No. It doesn't add to...
anything of the movie, like,
And they show, like, moments of him, like, kissing people and stuff, and it's like...
Yeah.
Haha, isn't that funny? And now it's... No, not really. Yeah. Not quite, no.
I'm like... When I did see it, I'm just like, that's pretty cool. They twisted something around, and I'm like... I didn't expect it.
I didn't expect it.
Did not expect it.
I didn't care.
Didn't mean it was great.
Didn't change the movie.
I'm like, okay, so they were able to end this movie with an ending.
Yeah.
As a movie.
Yeah.
And then you get the...
Which I guess,
They go back to Kazakhstan, everything's okay. She's now third best reporter in Kazakhstan.
He's fourth,
And it's now a feminist country, and...
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Great.
Great success.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not good.
Not myself.
It's not good. It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
It's not a good Borat movie. It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even recommend it if you do like the old Borat. Just go back and watch Borat 1.
The opposite, I'd actually recommend it less.
Yeah, exactly right. I do have some notes regarding the movie, though, which we do want to run through now. Amazon spent $20.4 million on marketing for this movie.
Jesus.
Yeah, so there was, like, giant statues floating down the Thames and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Everyone was going to fucking watch it. Like,
100%. You didn't have to make this movie.
It markets itself.
And they apparently paid $80 million to get the streaming rights for it.
Okay. That I understand.
That makes sense.
Especially, with Amazon slowly creeping up towards Netflix. They're not neck and neck yet because Netflix is a giant.
Exactly.
Disney Plus is like down there somewhere.
Yeah. They'll get there. Once they start throwing more money out on like the Mandalorian and that.
Once more Star Wars comes out, it'll
once
pick up
the
pace
Marvel
again.
stuff comes out,
Exactly.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
We'll be set from there.
But Prime's got good shit, man. I fucking love
New
everything
Simon
Prime.
Pegg
Yeah.
TV? Yeah.
Nick Frost.
Keen for that.
Yeah.
Sorry for going off track there, but...
So in talks of how this movie was filmed, long time of filming, because so obviously many different scenarios and that, you kind of got to do the dressed up versions first before you have to go out dressed as Borat, because he's going to get recognised.
Yeah.
So let's say the Mike Pence rally part, that was filmed in February this year. So that's where that scene started.
Mm.
So we'd think we're already that far ahead, and then it just sort of jumps by months.
So they don't really point that out. So when Michael Pence is talking about the COVID numbers and how low they are, I was like, oh my god, he is so full of shit lowballing. Like, I knew they were lowballing, but not this bad. And then now
it makes sense.
Now it makes sense. Because
Still
February,
the
it was already like sort of, oh, is this bad?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this going to be bad? Little did we know.
Yes, spoilers,
Yes, it will be
it is bad.
Pretty not great.
It is not a good time for anyone.
So in the same
Actually,
month, they filmed that the debutante ball where they did the dancing in that. They
Just
told
awful.
That's just terrible. Like,
so they told the organisers of that play, so they were filming a coming of age story.
Okay.
That's how they got around it.
Right.
That's why they did what they did.
And those things are already creepy as hell anyway. Like that
Fucking
whole
A.
it's
South.
only in the States and it's just...
It's only in the South too. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird that, the virginity balls and shit.
It's
Ugh.
fucking strange. In June is when they filmed that gun rally scene. July was the Rudy Giuliani scene. And then from August was when Cohen was walking around LA dressed as Borat.
Yeah.
So that's when people started to go, fuck, there's going to be another Borat movie.
Yeah.
And that's
Which they
when all
had
the
to do
rumours
last.
started.
Yeah.
Obviously, because then it wasn't until about a month later when they went, yeah, Borat 2's happening.
Yeah. And that's probably why they dropped it straight away. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get the film. Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Because at that point, when it got announced, it apparently had already been edited, put together, and shown off to certain studios and that.
Yeah.
Be like, here it is. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
That's where we get. The Kazakhstan village, not the same one as the original.
No.
Shot in Romania. Shout out Romania. My people. Obviously because of the backlash and negative feedback from Kazakhstan themselves. Who
Gee,
also...
I wonder why.
Because it is actually a real place, people. It is on the map.
That's not who they are. They did also petition to get this movie cancelled as well. 100,000 people signed a petition to cancel
Look,
it.
I don't blame them. If you're coming from like a country like Kazakhstan where, your GDP is lower than most other countries, you don't want to exactly tarnish your reputation.
You don't want to be a laughing stock.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want people to think you're fictional.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So it does paint a bad picture of a place that's, that's either going to tarnish their tourism or just ultimately...
Anything, yeah.
Just anything that comes out of Kazakhstan, everyone's going to refer to like, oh, Borat. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Like,
It must suck,
It's like, he's
yeah.
not even fucking real. He's a fucking character.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, by the end of it, their tourism company started using Borat slogans anyway.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, sorry, which
Make it
side
your
of the
mind.
hand do you
Make it
want,
your
bro?
mind.
You can't slap it down and try and take a carrot off it. It just doesn't work.
Exactly. So the babysitter one, the African American woman that was babysitting Tuta, she felt betrayed by the filmmakers because she was told she was going to appear in a documentary about a young woman being groomed to marry an older man. She was only paid $3,600.
That's not a lot.
That is
At all.
not a lot.
Not much for something she was lied to about.
We'll take the early numbers. What they made, was it 20 million from Amazon?
But then
8 million, another 8 million from Amazon. 28
But
million
then
from
get
Amazon.
this, after that came out, a GoFundMe page was set up by her local community pastor that raised $150,000 by the end of the week.
Jesus.
To which Sacha Baron Cohen himself also then donated $100,000 to her community.
Okay.
So it's sort of just like,
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, here you go.
Yeah, he should have done that in the first place, but whatever.
You
I'm
get a
even
little-
though I didn't like this, I'm so terribly interested in the behind the scenes. Like,
Oh, without a
like
doubt.
on the day, as soon as it cuts filming, does he get out of character and go, "Hey, look, this is happening.
Yeah,
Here's an NDA agreement. Please don't tell anyone this is
Yeah.
happening.
obviously.
Also, don't sue me."
Yeah,
So-
like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, the biggest behind-the-scenes one is the gun rally scene. So this is one that he did the interview with Stephen Colbert about. because shit went down. At this point, he was wearing a bulletproof vest for this scene because they're at a gun rally. It's America.
It's understandable. You're at America, where gun control isn't one of their strong fortes.
No, not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest. And
not when you pan around the whole event and there's actually people there with AR-15 just hanging off them. At any moment, they could just lift it up and...
Them open carry laws, eh?
Oh.
Fucking A. So, obviously, that's the part where he's dressed up as Country Steve and he's singing about the Wuhan flu and that, making a song out of it. So,
again, and I can't stress this enough, not funny.
Yeah,
it wasn't as funny.
The joke is funny, like how just childlike.
It's just funny the way that the Americans are going along with it.
He's
and
pointing it out.
Happy about it, and you just sort of be like, okay, you guys
That's
are actually
funny,
dumb
but again,
cunts.
it's just like it's low hanging fruit.
So
it's easy targets. It's like kicking a baby when it's down. You know? It's just like
there's not much to it. So obviously
kicking a baby while it's down. Hold on. That's not the phrase.
Baby can't do much when it's fucking standing.
What are you kicking babies for? Good lord.
Just first thing that came to mind, right? It was...
Don't have to fucking edit that one out.
Please do.
So, obviously, we didn't see any sort of backlash in the movie itself from that scene. The whole thing
and
that
thank
happened...
God, because that scene would have gone for fucking 3
Exactly.
months.
So, the whole thing that happened was there was a Black Lives Matter protest that was going to happen, and the BLM protesters had undercover people at the event to sort of gauge the area and what was happening. And
hey, will we get killed if
we show up or not?
How many people have guns?
To which the answer is usually yes.
Yeah. So someone noticed Country Steve and said, fuck, that's Sacha Baron Cohen. Started spreading it and then people realised that...
Because of course, anyone our age would
be able to
see
pick
any of those costumes and be like...
who's done enough
It's either Johnny Knoxville as Bad Grandpa or Sacha Baron Cohen.
But you can tell.
And this felt a lot like Bad Grandpa, this movie, actually.
It played out a lot like that. So obviously the word spread and then people realised he was just taking the piss the whole time and he's not actually serious, so people get angry, people get their guns, started to storm the stage. Now, one thing is, Cohen actually hired the security for this event. So the security knew exactly who he was, and if anything did go out of hand, they knew to protect him and get him out. They had a getaway vehicle primed and ready to go, so as this was kicking off, ran out, got in there,
and they found it straight away. The footage is actually pretty scary.
That is actually scary. He's ducked down in this van, and they go to open the door, and he just sort of like holding. He's like, "Fuck!" And he's like, "Get the fuck out!"
And like full both legs up on the wall, holding it. That's crazy, man.
He also said,
"How they didn't just start firing into that van?" Like,
well, that's the thing. As he said, when he was leaving the stage, someone was storming the stage and had a pistol on him and went to go get it, and one of his like security guards he had there sort of like held the guy's arm and said, "Trust me, it's not worth it."
Yeah. Trust me. It's fucking Borat.
Exactly.
You will go to jail for life for Borat.
So, you know, he didn't know that Black Lives Matter thing was going to be happening. It was sort of like he's undercover in an event and then other people are as well. It's the whole undercover cop catching an undercover cop.
Yeah.
And just getting fucked up in the middle.
Go back to our 2 weeks ago review, City of Lies. That happens. Sometimes. That kind of kicks it all off.
Honest Thief.
God, what a good movie. City of Lies. No, Honest Thief was fine.
Yeah, exactly. Still surprising anyway. But yeah, it's about all I have on the movie.
Yeah.
There's not...
I would like watch and read more about the behind the scenes. Like,
well, that's the thing. You want to know more about how
much he got sued. Like, when do they do the like
court case? How did that go?
Whatever it's called, like signing the rights to be in the movie. Like,
because obviously you have people in this film that are blurred out.
Yeah. And
you just want to know, how do they, like, obviously it's lies and deception. They say, hey, we're filming something for, let's say, a documentary. They don't have to say what it's about. They go, you're in this part of the shot. Do you agree to having your face shown?
Or not?
And I guess once you got the signature, you go nuts.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary. I'm never signing anything.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Exactly. So, I mean, it didn't really happen that much. I mean, it's not that many people that had their faces blurred in this.
There wasn't a lot from what I
can remember. At that rally, there was a lot.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're not going to go around to everyone at that rally and be like,
yeah.
Hey, move your M16. Can you sign? That makes you look like a fucking idiot? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, that's not very good.
Yeah. So, Borat 2.
Don't watch it. Do not watch it.
You're excited to see it. I know. We were excited to see it.
Oh, I was so happy when it was announced.
Yep.
I was like, I can't wait.
I
can't wait to do the voice.
Relive memory lane, you know.
It's a typical letdown.
And then I heard Sacha not doing the voice, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, watch it if you want to try and go back to 2006 when everything first happened, but just know it's not the same guy. It's not the same Borat. It's somewhat of a trying to be a movie that's not just controversial. It's not as controversial as you want it to be. It's not Bruno. It's not Borat, the original, and it's not Ali G.
It's very tamed.
Yeah.
And then...
It's not watered down, but yeah, it is a bit less out there. The Giuliani thing is fucking mental. Like, even though I wasn't enjoying it and I was like, oh, this is... Like, as it got further and further going, I was like, holy shit, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to see some gross old fat dude's willy. And they get so close. Like, he gets so far into it.
Yeah.
To the point where he cannot deny it. He can tweet all he wants.
Oh, I saw the interview of him. Like,
he cannot
no,
deny
my
it.
hands were nowhere near it. I was just adjusting my flow.
That's where I think it's smart the way that scene did happen is that I can see that, yes, he definitely looked like he would be just tucking his shirt in his pants because old men, they wear those button-up shirts that come down to their kneecaps.
Especially when you got a belly as well. Like.
Yeah, and she did take the shirt up to get the microphone off it. I can see that, yes. But you got to remember, when they walked into that room, he did say, just give me your phone number and address.
Yeah.
That's creepy as fuck.
And he was like touching it the whole time. It's,
yeah.
That's such an uncomfortable...
Very big.
And that was an effectively uncomfortable scene. Because you're just like, jeez, they're going for this.
And the thing is, you got to remember that if it happened to her, it could have happened to others as well.
Anyway, yeah,
So
any
it's just
female
like-
reporter.
yeah.
Like, Jesus.
We all know what Trump's government is about. We know how bad people they are.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are and what conspiracy you try to put out there. The dude was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein,
There are
man. Honestly,
many photos
fucking
and videos.
think about it, bro. There was a video in the movie of him with Epstein going, "Look at that girl, she's hot,"
Yeah.
and it was all young girls.
Yeah.
Come on,
No denying it.
that's Borat too. Let's
Borat.
let's jump to the questions. I'd say
If you're in America, please vote. Please
yes.
vote. Do not donkey vote. Do not go, my voice means nothing. Much smaller scale, but we've just seen it in Queensland. The right government got in because enough young people, like our age, went out and voted for the right party.
Yeah.
If you want change, you got to vote
Voting
for it.
matters, please.
Yeah.
If you're American, go out and vote.
I
as soon
believe
as you
all
can.
your delivery ballots can't be accepted now. That cutoff date is out, so you have to go to the polls now to vote.
Please, just
Yeah,
wear a
probably.
mask, just go. Like,
Just go.
It's so fucking
Wear it over your
important.
nose as well. Don't just wear it over your lips. Like, it's not doing anything. Like, come on,
I
guys.
can wear it properly. All right. Let's go questions, because this is going to be a good 45 minutes of fucking questions.
Yeah,
This is going to be the longest
Because there's
episode in a
3 of
while.
us to answer it now, and there's a fucking lot. So let's just jump
smash the
straight
questions.
in.
If
We
you're
go-
listening at home, maybe take a pause, go and grab a drink. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
get
Toilet
yourself-
break,
Yeah,
you know.
get a biscuit, get some tea.
You will want some popcorn for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
So,
This is why you
as it
listen.
is, if any of you guys want to ask questions, Instagram, Facebook, the lines are open. Usually Sunday mornings is the best time.
Or Friday mornings.
Or
one
Friday morning when Jack decides to put it up and I go, oh, okay, he's taking the initiative. Good on him. And get no questions out of
Bored.
it. All our links are in the description. There you can find us there and send them through because we'd love to answer questions that aren't about movies.
And coming quite soon, your interaction on our post is going to be very, very important.
We keep talking about things that are going to happen, and trust me,
Oh, they
this
happen.
close. The first thing is this close.
But in order for them to happen, you need to interact. So, get practicing and send us some fucking weird questions.
Drop the like as well, guys.
Share,
Yeah,
subscribe,
please
like,
do.
do all that shit, man. It's all free, fuck, for now. That's not
No, that's going to make it sound like we're going to start asking for money.
OnlyFans?
Patreon.
That's not happening.
It's not. It's nothing like that. It's all free. It's all free. It's fine. All right. Let's
No
jump. Let's
paywalls.
jump Instagram first. Instagram had the least amount, so we'll hit that first quickly.
Fuck you, Instagram.
We're gonna start with my fiance Brooke first because she always sends the weirdest ones. We'll
Thanks,
start
Brooke.
with what's the best, Ali G, Borat, or Bruno?
Ali G.
Yeah,
I'm a
Ali G.
sucker for Ali G.
See, don't hate me this. I have not seen Ali G.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Haven't seen any of
but
it.
when I did,
When
I
it
was
first
like
came
the
out was
right,
when I watched
yeah, the
it,
right
yeah.
age
So for me,
to laugh at it.
it's original Borat, not this Borat. First.
Borat's very close.
Yeah.
Never seen Bruno.
Yeah, me either.
It looked a bit too shit.
Nah, that's pretty funny.
Okay.
I think I've seen some clips on YouTube, but that's as far as I got. Yeah.
It's pretty good. That one's actually very offensive.
That's like a sex one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
because he's a gay news reporter
Okay.
basically,
Yeah.
and yeah, it goes into it. It's funny. It's
Yeah.
good. All right, fuck, marry, kill. Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers.
Jesus.
I would marry Freddy because he can actually talk and you'd have to have some conversation.
Yeah,
Communication is key.
I guess fuck Michael Myers because I could probably overpower him. I guess. Like if he was going to be like, I'm pretending to fuck you, but I'm going to stab you. I'd be like, no, come on, hold on. Let me just finish up. Jason I'd kill because he'd just come back in 10 years.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna hit the same. I'd marry Freddy. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Have a good conversation with the guy.
He's an affable bloke.
Laugh. Fuck Michael Myers. Yeah, he's just a big guy. Won't say much. Just kind of get the job done and then, you know.
I'd have to swap it up.
Leave.
I'd have to marry Freddy, then I'd kill Michael, and I'd fuck Jason. That's
You want that weird swamp dick.
That weird swamp, you know what it is? Just the mask, man. Just that mask.
Like
The hockey mask does it for you, you know?
Just fucking love the Penguins.
Last one from it is, have either or any of us ever seen a ghost or something like it or anything paranormal?
I used to be a big believer in that stuff, and I used to get very, very easily scared. My best friend at the time, Matt, he had this big fuck off 2-story house, and he was that friend who always had all the stories, like his cousin's house was haunted,
yeah.
Of course, there's
his
always one
cousins had
friend.
seen all this shit, and he was just one night we were like sleeping over, and he was just like, oh yeah, this house is haunted, by the way. And we were like...
Oh, you instantly freaked out.
Yeah, and I was just like,
No one's
I already
sleeping
said
that
yes
night.
to sleeping over. Like, I'm already here. What do you mean?
Mum, come get me, Mum!
And he said, shush. And he just said, shush. And we just went quiet. And like, it's a 2-story house. It creaks.
Yeah.
But it sounded close enough to footsteps. And he was like, he's so fucking funny. And he can just spin a story. He spun it just enough to where it convinced us it sounded like footsteps. Like... just creaking around up the top, like around where we were going to sleep up there that night.
Yeah.
I
Poor
lost my
kid.
fucking mind. I went home. I literally went home. I was like, this is
Honestly,
the
I
most
don't
scared
blame
I'd go home too. I'd be like, nah,
Would not blame you for
I'm
it.
out.
And that was the worst thing I could have done because it gave him ammunition.
Yep.
It was just like, from then on, every fucking night
Jack's
we hung
that
out.
little pussy that...
Every night we hung out, he'd
bugging.
have some new story or some new thing to show me.
He had you hook, line, and sinker.
And he would show me all the YouTube videos. And,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. And he just had me wrapped around his finger just to scare the fuck out of me for like 9 years.
Yeah. So, but then basically...
So no,
nothing
I
since.
haven't. Yeah. It was a creaky old 2-story house.
Yeah.
Me personally, no.
Yeah. Myself, nothing either. I don't like hearing stories about them, even now.
Yeah, I still get a little...
Brooke has those things. She sees some fucking shadowy figure. I don't want to get into it, but she sees something.
I've had
at
sleep
work and that, and
paralysis,
I'm
which
just
isn't...
like,
Yeah. Sleep paralysis isn't paranormal, but it's the single scariest thing you can go through.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
It's just like if you don't sleep really well, it could happen.
Yeah.
It's just a dream, more or less, but it feels, in the moment, it feels so real that it does feel paranormal.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't believe in any of that shit. I just haven't experienced it. I hope I don't experience it.
Oh, I watch all the videos. I watch all the ghost hunter shows, like,
Same as well.
and I don't believe in it, but I'm just like, well, if someone captured it, I want to see it. If someone captured it.
Exactly right.
I've always had like eerie vibes, just going, you know, Hill 60 at Port Kembla, you know, shout out Port Kembla. Woo.
Yeah.
Going through those tunnels, like you just get...
Fucking metalcore music video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
Ground
out
zero.
10 years too late, the antagonist video that I filmed there. For 8 hours with a generator running, and it fucking sucked.
Yeah. You just get...
Great video, check it out.
Just get eerie vibes, like, you know, I haven't experienced, like, seeing a ghost or anything, but, you know, just
If you're
eerie
already
as
somewhere
some-
creepy, it's so much easier to be
something's
swayed.
going, yeah.
Because it literally can just be a bird flying
Flapping
into a
the
tree
winds, yeah.
and hearing the rustling of the trees, and you just go, it's
Done. I'm done. I'm out, guys.
a fucking demon, bro.
Yeah.
He's coming for us now. We're not getting home.
Yeah. You can scare me so you can just be like, oh, there's a spider on the wall, and I'd be like, I'm fucking out, I'm not coming back. That's it.
Yeah.
It's more real.
Bring it.
Yeah, no, like, it's one of those things too where you're just like, oh, I would love to. I wonder what it's like. It's so scary.
No, those
like,
people are fucking
yeah,
cool,
fuck
bro.
that.
If you
I don't
want
ever
that,
want to feel that.
bro, there's something wrong if you want that.
We're just wired differently.
Yeah, right.
This question I was very excited to answer. So this
Is it the one that made me laugh?
Yeah. So this one comes from Chelsea. She asked, what iconic horror movie monster / villain could you beat in hand-to-hand combat?
The last bit,
Honestly.
again, it just
Hand-to-hand
hit
combat.
me in the right spot. Like, the fact that she didn't just say, oh, which one could you fight? It was
Yeah,
like,
no.
Specifically, hand-to-hand
It
combat.
made me picture us in a ring just going like...
Yeah, it's proper. Only hand-to-hand, no weapons, no nothing. Just straight up fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
What do we reckon?
Fucking Chucky is a little doll. You just fucking yeet the cunt. Just pick him up by the top of the head and wah against the window.
Throw him against the wall.
It would be pretty easy.
Michael Myers doesn't do much. Like, he's big, but you could still push him over.
Yeah, but okay, let's put you up against Michael Myers and see who wins.
Put me up against anything. Put me up against a 3-year-old girl. I would still get
They
my
will
ass
fold
beat.
you in half.
So basically, okay, so you're saying you couldn't beat Chucky,
No, I could beat Chucky. He's a little pussy, and his movies are bad. Child's Play sucks.
and they're still going.
Fuck off.
They're
Sean.
still going.
God, why?
I don't know. Mark Hamill came out and went, I can voice Chucky.
Brad Dourif is great, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't need him. I don't know. I'd like to take on Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, because
Don't know if I can beat him,
Because
but-
in your dreams, once
Yeah.
you're awake, you give yourself like predator shoulder cannons and just fuck him up.
It's pretty good.
Because it's your dream.
I want to fight the Predator.
God no.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd bend you in half. You wouldn't even
You
have to
would.
blink.
You would not last. When was the last time you were in a jungle?
Are you going to cover yourself in mud as well?
Well, yeah. Look, I've got the tips, so I've got that advantage. I know what to do. Yeah, I'm not as big as Arnie, but you know, I can go.
Yeah, that's what made him survive.
that made him survive it.
You'll never win.
This is an episode with the headphone users, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not the way to go. Yeah,
I'd probably do the gremlin, yeah.
Gremlins.
No, you
yeah.
could step on a gremlin. Yeah.
Destroy that, like, easy.
Yeah, straight up. You literally just like football style, just flick it up and
Spit it, yeah. Just done.
Punt.
get it out and gone. I don't know. I guess any of the small little fuckhead.
Why pick
Any
someone
of the
big? Just go easy.
any kid that's a demon in a horror movie.
It didn't have to be a fair fight.
Yeah.
She didn't say anything about a fair fight.
Not at all.
Are there any demon children I could eat? Drew Barrymore in Firestar.
Oh fuck! Any possessed child will do. All right, let's jump over to the Facebook now. So let's go. We'll start with our boy Mark. Your top 5 horror films, either slasher or psychological.
They're two separate questions.
Are they? I didn't know if they were.
Would you prefer slasher? Or
Okay,
psychological?
slasher or psychological horror.
This will surprise you because I'm a disgusting snob and I think I'm better than everyone and I think I'm smarter than everyone when it comes to movies. I prefer slasher. Psychologicals
Yeah.
just sometimes get a fall up their and there's something just so satisfying.
They're just trying to be smart and there's nothing
Yeah.
scary about them.
Whereas a
whatsoever.
Nightmare on Elm Street, they're just like, this is the dumbest shit ever. We're going to make the
Yeah.
dumbest shit ever. And it's fun. It is so fun.
Yeah,
Slasher
100%.
all the way.
Slasher for sure.
Yeah, I'd go slasher, but then, like, if it's a good psychological
Oh, of course, yeah.
one, 100%
There's
go
good
that.
and
yeah.
shit ones of
Yeah.
each.
Definitely, without a doubt. All right. So then, top 5 horror films then.
Oh, jeez.
What would we go with?
Evil Dead 2,
Of course.
Yep.
Hereditary, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I'm sorry this is a cop-out. And then there's an Australian movie called The Loved Ones. It's just about
Is that the
Yeah.
one with the girl and...
the formal, yeah.
Yes.
So the
That was a
girl
really good movie.
asks, go to a formal date, she seems really normal. She's like a popular girl.
Yep.
And the formal, he gets them back to their family's house, things happen. It's really great. But I've shouted out on the podcast, I know this is more than 5, but I'm sorry. Sinister is weirdly good, even though it shouldn't be.
Strangely, yeah.
Your Next is pretty alright. Not great, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Okay,
Could
that's
be
enough. That's
sorry,
enough.
sorry.
That's enough.
It Follows as well, sorry. The last one, It Follows is spectacular.
Please, thank you. Take over.
Mine. Oh.
It also, no, I'm kidding.
Does Wolf Creek count as a horror
Fuck
movie?
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'd say
definitely.
Wolf
Love
Creek
Wolf
would be my
Aussie's
number
got
one.
fucking shit scared of that movie.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I would say that number one horror. Then Friday the 13th. Then Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, because I watched that when I was younger, so
This one's genuinely scary.
that just scared the shit out of me. I don't know, I'm not a big horror person, so I haven't watched a lot of them, but yeah. Well, those three. Jack took up like 90 million movies.
Yeah. You can take my last 17.
Yeah, we'll put yours
that I just rattled
in his
off.
column.
I'll just say
For me, I'm in no real order because I don't really rate any of the horror movies in sort of a scale. Lights Out, I really loved.
Yeah.
That one scared the fucking shit out of me at the cinemas. The Forest is an absolutely brilliant horror movie. What else would we go with? What have I seen? I'd probably put Hereditary in there as well. I'd really enjoy that movie.
That's because you're a human with a functioning brain. Of course you like that movie. How can you watch that movie and not like it? Sorry.
Well,
That was really
No.
turning.
If you didn't like that movie, then Jack just doesn't like you, alright?
100%.
What else did I put in there?
Jurassic Park's pretty horrifying.
Yeah,
The first
when
one?
I
It's my
watched that as a
favourite
kid.
movie of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I put that in
Dude,
there
when I
was a
watched it
kid,
again for the
sure.
podcast, I was like, I feel a little uneasy.
There's some scary
It's a
shit.
fucking scary movie.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put a funny one in there. Mark had the same one. It was Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, which is a
You told me about that, yeah.
That's a comedy horror. It's just all comedy basically.
Yeah.
It's Alan Tudyk as just and I can't remember the other guy's name, but just as two redneck bums that buy a holiday home and they're going to fix it up.
Yeah, I've seen that
And
one.
it's a conflicting story of college kids go away and they think they're being hunted by redneck incest
It's a
beasts,
great concept.
and they're literally just trying to build their
And there's just a
summer
bunch
house.
of accidents happen that just make
Yeah.
it...
It's a
I'll watch that
fucking
during the
hilarious
week
movie.
and I'll comment on it next week.
Please do. And yeah, I don't know what else to fucking throw in there. What was the one I really liked? Plur. I got nothing.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's
Yeah.
such a great movie.
Yeah.
Fleur.
Yeah, I don't know. I've watched a lot of shit horror movies.
God, the dregs we've sifted through, like,
The ones that you haven't
Paranormal
seen and
Activity.
you will
especially
never see.
especially when we were teenagers too. Like, you would just watch anything.
So
from Blockbuster.
I've mentioned this before, but the
Oh,
Feast
God, I miss
series,
Blockbuster.
Feast was something that just shouldn't be viewed by anyone. And the first one was sort of like okay, it was like a weird monster movie that had a bunch of random people trying to fight them off, and that had some. It's got some comedy moments in there as well. But then when they did the second and third one, they just went fuck it, fuck everything. Let's make it not make any sense whatsoever.
Full schlock.
Let's have these monsters fuck cats on the street. Yeah. Just gets weirder.
I could have guessed every single thing on Earth except that.
That's not where I was going with it. Yeah.
No.
And all the shit like
It happens.
Wrong Turn and fucking all that, which got like 19 movies out of it. Like
Yeah.
all of those things from Blockbuster, you rented off the cover.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's like
go
good
and
old
sat through
days.
some shit.
Well, that's like I rented I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, right.
That is a movie that should not be watched by anyone.
It's a very full-on movie.
It's
Yeah.
very in your face, and you're like, ugh. Like it's good the second half when she gets her revenge, but the first half you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
It's like, I need a shower now.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about reading
Wash
behind
my eyes.
the scenes of a movie, if you want to be truly horrified, read about the behind the scenes of that movie, because that poor girl
Jesus Christ.
went through some stuff.
Fucking unlucky for sure. Alright, let's move away from that now. James, coming in. Favourite Sacha Baron character? So I don't want to, I think maybe not exclude it to just the three main ones. I guess in any movie
He
as
was
well.
really good in... Oh, what was it called?
I haven't really seen him in much.
The spy one. The Israeli spy who went and infiltrated the...
Wasn't it just
Oh,
called
Grimsby.
The Spy?
The spy?
No, you're thinking of the comedy one. He did,
No,
he did a
I'm thinking the
serious
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 Sacha-
one. I'm just like, Grimsby was fucking sick.
I'm in the serious one. Where the,
I think
where
it was just called The Spy.
The spy,
or
yeah.
something
Where he
like
was
that,
part of the... He joined the Israeli intelligence service and they ended up infiltrating Pakistan and... or Palestine, sorry. And he ended up making his way to Chief Minister of Defense. But the whole time he was a spy for Israel. So just the way that he's because when you say Sacha Baron Cohen, you always think of Borat,
Funny.
of laughing guy. So when I watched that, I was very surprised at how serious he could actually be in these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's in the Trial of the Chicago 7 as well, which is apparently very serious.
Yeah. Barbara Fleischer, the Johnny Depp one, the musical.
Yep.
He's got the...
I saw that in theatre. Why did 10-year-old me see that in theatre?
It's really weird. Brooke doesn't understand why I like that. She's like, it's a musical. I'm like, it's fucking sick.
But it's a
though.
good musical.
It's good.
Really
It's a good movie.
Didn't hate it.
No, love that one. I also reckon he was really good in Alice in Wonderland, the second one, when he was playing time.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, he was time the whole thing.
there was a second one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't that bad either.
I just learnt two things at once.
Well, we know what's going to be on Jack's Disney Plus tonight.
You mean Adams, because I bunk off Adams.
Everyone punks off me. My sisters messaged me today, like, did you change the password on the Stan account?
Oh, that's my sister all the time. I'm like, I haven't touched it. I don't
I
know.
paid it forward. You got to use my Prime, alright?
Yeah, okay.
Jeff Bezos, if you're hearing that, no, we didn't share my
No.
account
No,
at
we
all.
don't share
we
accounts at
share
all.
accounts.
No.
We all have our own.
We all have
Disney
our own.
just kicks down the door.
Just Mickey Mouse is
You watch one
contemplating
episode of
us.
The Simpsons for free?
I'm going to take that out of you in blood.
James again with some Sean Connery ones. Him and Andy had the same one in saying favourite Sean Connery movie. I don't have many. The only one I've seen is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Ooh. Yes, that was very good.
And
Let me have a quick
in all honesty, when I watched that as a kid, I loved it.
Yeah.
I like the
It
car.
has been shit on as a movie.
The car looked
after,
cool.
like when I looked it all up now, it has 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oof.
And I'm like,
It literally made a
when I remember that
actor
movie,
quit
was
acting.
exactly right. When he went, I'm done with acting now.
Indiana Jones Last Crusade.
100%, yeah.
I don't really
So.
love that because of him. I just love Indiana Jones so
Yeah.
much. The
Except
Rock,
for
the
Christopher
Michael
Skull.
Bay, Nicolas Cage movie. Terrible action slog, but it's very, very fun.
That fucking
Hunt for Red October, he's good in that.
Yeah, he's good.
It's a bit boring.
For Red October.
Yeah, he's good in that. He's in all the Highlanders and stuff.
There's a lot of movies that I should have
So
seen, but I
much,
just
He's
yeah.
James Bond. They were
He
alright.
was in the original Murder on the Orient
But then again, it
Express.
is James Bond, so you do have to take it into consideration of it's from its time period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, there's one.
Yeah, like Doctor No came out in 1962.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. That's
Yeah,
a long time
That's like,
ago, dude.
you know, the first
Yeah,
Godzilla
but,
came
like,
out in 1954.
Even his first three here. Doctor No, Goldfinger, From Russia With Love.
Yeah.
Holy shit, like, what a run.
Yeah,
That's why you associate him with James Bond.
of course, exactly.
Yeah.
James also said, and most memorable movie or first one you can remember watching.
First one I watched was The Rock, actually, because it was on Channel 10 all the time.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
You know what I do? Like, this is a bad memory, and we shouldn't talk about it because he's dead. But he was in that weird sex movie with Catherine Zeta-Jones, Entrapment. Do you remember that?
I remember seeing the title, like, I know
It's
that
gross.
my
It's
dad
old
had
people's
his
sex,
collection. I'm
and
just
it's
like,
weird.
that looks like a weird movie. I probably won't watch it.
It's
I never
bad.
did.
It's bad, yeah. But unfortunately, that's an earlier memory of him as well.
That's all right. You get those ones. Alright. Coming from Rui, if you had to pick another name for the podcast, what would it be?
Fucking anything.
Two funny guys hate movies.
My original was Bring Your Own Opinion, which I thought was pretty funny.
I think you gave me a list of titles that you brought to the table for it.
Yeah. That
I
was the
don't
one I liked the
remember what
most.
they were.
I don't remember them either. We could scroll back through the chat fucking 8 months.
Fucking a long time
But my
ago.
favourite was, and I was still going to use it if I ever did my own thing.
Yeah.
Like writing again. But yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
In fact, I stopped doing my writing thing to focus on this show for you lovely people.
Exactly right.
Yeah, but I really like Bring Your Own Opinion. Yeah, something movies.
It'd
So
be
people-
something to do with it. I don't know. It's definitely be movie related still.
A little image and like the background and stuff. You can figure out it's about movies.
Yeah.
And the fact that the YouTube is a podcast about movies.
Exactly. Exactly. It could have been anything. I mean, when I said, you like that? I was like, that's more of a taking of, it's the question people would ask you about a movie.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, you like that
You
movie?
like that
did you?
movie, yeah.
You know? That's where I thought the I guess the genius behind the name
Or,
came
yeah,
through.
and like in the surprises and stuff that we sometimes get. Like
Yeah.
when I like something and you look at me and go, fucking what?
You really like that? Yeah.
What?
Fucking-
You?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have just been just a massive question mark.
Yeah.
Could just be.
That's another funny part of the first episode as well. I tried to cream it in as like a catchphrase, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah we're going to do this every episode. And I said it heaps awkwardly. It didn't fit, and you just looked at me and just went... and went back to your iPad. You didn't acknowledge me at all. And I was just like, never doing that again.
Yeah, and 40 episodes deep, I haven't done it
I
again.
never fucking
Good
did.
work, mate. You learned.
Yeah, no. Daniel, what would you call this podcast you're not a part of?
Two blokes and a mic.
There you go, casting couch.
There you
Oh,
go,
well.
casting couch.
All right, another one from James is favourite streaming service and why?
Prime is catching up, honestly, because Prime has recent movies on it as well.
That's right. When I scrolled through it last time, I was like, ooh, there's
And
some...
it's got like full series of... Like, I watched a lot of Mythbusters, like all of Top Gear is on it.
Yeah, and the new Top Gear as well.
New
yeah.
Top Gear, and they have like cool originals like The Tick, and obviously I'm going to keep singing about it. The Boys,
The Boys.
is one of the most incredible TV shows of all time.
Yeah,
Please watch it now that you
I
know
will
my
be.
login.
I have 2 weeks off after this week, so...
Ooh, yeah.
I'll be
Jack Ryan
partaking.
is also a good
Yeah.
TV show they've
Yeah, I
got on
didn't
there.
hear about
Yeah,
those ones
with
as well.
John Krasinski.
Yeah, no, scrolling through, I've gone, yeah, you know what? Prime looks pretty fucking good.
Prime's not bad. I think
but-
Netflix is getting a bit dull. Like,
yeah, but every now and then they'll
there's
throw in
chuck
some,
something out there that gets me
know.
hooked.
like some
but-
true crime shit, and I'm just like, I'm fucking back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I'd probably say Netflix definitely the best in, let's say, originals.
Yeah, and Netflix is the only one I've never cancelled. So Stan, I've
cancelled, yeah.
cancelled and come back to about 4 times.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, I used to just watch the Grand Tour and then cancel it straight away. But Netflix, since it hit Australia in 2015, whenever it was, yeah, I've always
Yeah,
had
see,
it.
I'd probably say Netflix just because it was my first streaming service I got. I think I got Stan, but I had really shit internet at the time, and it would not load.
Yeah, and
So I went,
Stan is
"Fuck
still...
Stan."
It's got that thing on the PlayStation app, the search bar is the... Like, you have to scroll through all the letters, and then it goes back. And then it starts auto-correcting, so the drop-down comes down. So you go to press on a letter, but the drop-down comes in and it takes you to, like, Driving Miss Daisy, and you're like, I was typing friends. What the fuck?
It's
You
not
know?
as bad
How
as
do we get
KO.
here?
Like, the KO
KO is awful.
shocking.
That's
Anyway.
why I got my mates logging for that as well. For the one time there's like the FA Cup or something in the soccer, and I go, I don't know where to find it.
Yeah,
Right
Yeah,
now.
it's
it's,
hard.
it's such a...
And the search is,
yeah.
But Optus Sport is alright.
But Netflix,
For the
when
Premier
Netflix
League.
really throw money at a documentary or something, like,
Yeah.
obviously Tiger King, just astonishing.
Yeah.
Just an astonishing series.
Yeah, I'll probably stick with Netflix, either that or the WWE Network,
Yeah.
just
Alright.
because it has every single pay-per-view WWE history, and I just love wrestling, so...
Pretty much every second of every minute of every day that I'm at home, something on Twitch is just running, like
Yeah.
just as background noise.
Yeah, Twitch...
So I guess my most used is Twitch, but my most my least engaged with would probably be Twitch as well.
Yeah.
watching Jack Lawless on Twitch. Watching Diet Warzone.
Watch me get angry at Rocket League.
That's all we've won. Okay, let's go. Where are we at? Scott has come with the funniest Sacha moment in any movie. Interesting one.
Ooh.
Interesting one for sure.
good.
You'd want to go with one of his Borat or Bruno.
It'd be something from the first Borat. I didn't really remember the first Borat. The second one's ruined me.
I have to rewatch the
Yeah.
first one. Yeah.
Just the first time you hear that, the voice, like the
Whoa,
first,
whoa,
the
whoa,
first time you hear,
The hotel scene.
very
Just put it
nice.
under that. The hotel scene. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
and I always say it, and it's just one of those little throwaway lines that nobody knows about, but when he points at the turtle and he says, "What type of dog is this?" It's just funny. It just like bores into the base humor in me and just cracks me up. So anything that I don't know what it is, I'm just like, what type of dog is it? I don't even do the Borat voice. So people just don't know.
It's just standard. It's
But yeah,
standard for you now.
Like that first movie is so good for just little zingers. Like
Yeah.
that.
yeah. I guess you could just say anything that happens in that movie.
The entire,
That's his
yeah, the
funniest
entire
moment.
The
first
first
fucking movie.
Borat.
Yeah. All right. Gemma. This one's for Jack.
Hello?
Do you hate TV shows more or less than movies?
I guess we know what my role in this podcast is. Probably movies. Probably movies because I love them
More?
so much. Yeah, I
hate them more?
You hate movies
I
more?
hate movies more because they disappoint me more, you know.
Okay.
If a
Fair.
TV series is shit, you can get
You can get away with one
episode,
season.
an episode and a
worse the
half
whole
in.
season, yeah.
Yeah, and then usually if you're already in at that point, you're just like, I'll just finish the season.
Yeah.
And it might come around again. I don't have an example for that, but whatever. Or it stays consistently good. Like Stranger Things started a bit weird. I was like, what is this?
But came around
And then
really
holy shit, like the rise that had.
constant rise, so yeah.
Whereas a movie, I tend to get more excited about movies as well. I don't get excited about TV shows except The Boys. Everyone please watch The Boys. But I get more excited. Go back to our 10 episode and just watch like somebody let go of a balloon.
Pinpoint when your heart is
And,
breaking.
and you
having
can
to say how
honestly
much you
see,
hate it.
like, I was such a different person on that episode because I
Exactly.
was so...
all the episodes before that, if
excited.
you're going, Tenet's finally happening,
Yeah.
we are seeing it.
I was like
Getting
a
ready
kid
to
at
go.
Christmas, man. And, like, it actually fucking
I
Crushed
felt
your
bad.
soul.
It hurt.
I'm just like, oh, this poor kid.
So, yeah, so I get more frustrated with movies because I
And there's
just
more
think-
room for disappointment.
Yeah, I'm
with
just
movies.
like-
yeah. But she asked what my preference would be as well.
Sorry. And because, like... sorry.
Let's fuck myself then.
And because, like,
Just
so much
leave the room, just like...
fucking money gets thrown at movies, and they're always shit, and then some young Australian cunt comes along with $50 in his pocket and makes Upgrade, you know? And it's just like, movies can be this good. You don't need Disney going, we need to write the movie and directors can't do anything. Stop doing that, for God's sake. They're still fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Power to the directors, please.
Yeah,
Studios need to go away.
Yeah.
Always has to be give it to them there. So, can I say my?
You guys can also answer. I was cutting in. I'm sorry. I got heated.
In a surprising twist,
Keep warm.
I think myself would also say that I prefer TV shows over movies, possibly. I might have said the opposite before, but sort of thinking about the question now and the way you answer it is, 100%. You get disappointed at one thing. You get given an hour and a half, 2 hour movie of one thing that either doesn't give you enough, or it's banking on the hopes of a franchise, in which you don't know where that franchise is going to go.
Yes.
Where opposed to the TV show, if you get a really good TV show that is bought for 45 to an hour episodes, and it is a fucking gripping story, you're getting anywhere from 8 to 15 episodes in a whole season for something that will span 10 seasons.
And they have the room to flesh it out, so they don't really have to rush anything, and you get more involved with the world as well, because again, they have time to flesh it out. Like we were saying about like New Mutants and Liam Neeson he still safe, whatever that movie was called. They just have to skip through so much exposition.
Exactly.
And
the shows they can just
so whereas a TV show can do that and get better and better, a movie kind of has to go like that.
Yeah. And skip like backstory and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or go, or maybe, or no.
Yeah, exactly.
Or in the case of New Mutants, just fucking flat
very low. Doesn't even fucking make it in the air.
One line.
Daniel, what do you hate more? What do you like more? We don't have to be so negative.
I think when it comes to like book adaptations, going from like book to movies, I think it's better that they go book to TV shows, because then I think you can actually add that attention to detail that is missed in the movies.
Yeah.
So that's like I would rather watch it as a TV show and like it go for like, I don't know, 12 seasons than they like butcher it in the movies and then they've just completely like ruined that franchise.
Yeah.
Like I've really always liked Matthew Riley's books, and I've always wanted them to go to, well, when I was younger, to go to a movie. But now that I think about it, I'd love them to go into a TV show rather than a movie, because I just don't want them to butcher it, because then you could completely destroy a franchise.
Yeah.
So
I'm not. I love The Hobbit.
Looking at you.
Spider-Man.
End it. Fuck you. Endless Game. You know they made an Endless Game movie.
No, I think I definitely think it. There's more, as we say, power to the directors. I think they'll always give power to not as much the directors, because directors on TV shows mean fuck all. It's just more or less the script writers actually writing the episodes every week for whatever they're
Or you
doing.
have one incredible mind like Vince Gilligan doing all of Breaking Bad, all of Better Call Saul, but he still delegates it to directors and you get cool episodes.
But as it is, you can really tell a story and keep it going for a whole season, and you just know the audience is always going to want to come back to see what that next part's going to be.
Or if you're Netflix, you just kill it after season 2.
Basically,
no more.
Luke Cage,
No
Daredevil,
Altered Carbon.
What was it this week? Mindhunter.
Yeah, the Mindhunter.
I started watching that like ages ago, and I was like, I should go back to that. And then they announced it was cancelled. I was like, I'm never going back to that.
Yeah,
like,
they're the fucking
what's
worst
the point?
for it. You're just like,
and apparently that's a pretty like cliffhanger-y show as well. And done.
Yeah, so fuck Netflix. We said
there's two edges to every sword.
Yeah. But I mean, as it is, we're a movie podcast. We love movies at the same time.
I fucking hate movies.
You like that?
It is what it is.
That's why you hired me, baby.
Fucking A. Alright. Let's go with, I drew these ones from your status.
From my status?
So,
you got heaps.
Yeah,
I got most of them.
Smashed.
Like the last couple, but I've got all of Elizabeth's ones here.
Yep.
So her first one is, if you had to live in another time period, what would you choose?
90s. Let's just go to every Nirvana show ever.
Yeah, you're not going that far back. I was going to go
I was going to go far back, like probably like, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go back to where before basic medicine existed.
Fucking dinosaurs,
let's
bro.
Let's go back to before fucking, they knew what the plague was, so everyone was just coughing into each other's mouths. Oh, your leg fell off?
Yeah, but it's simpler
Let's
life.
rub some dirt.
Yeah, I know, but what if you were a plague doctor?
It wasn't a fucking simpler... We have the easiest life in the world. Look at what is in your
Yeah, but
hand.
it's too easy now.
Hello?
I want to go back to ancient Greece.
Vikings.
What?
Go back,
Vikings was my
go back to
second
the
one.
Viking age.
Go that as well. You imagine being a fucking
You
Norse
pick up
king
the
just-
wrong fucking leg of ham and get your head cut off.
Okay,
That's why I'm a Viking. I am cutting the head off.
that as well.
I just want to
Or
watch. I just
just
want to
learn
watch.
whose ham is whose, bro. Or it's such a nice tight knit community. It's everyone's ham.
It's everyone's hand.
Nah, fuck that. I want more than what others have.
He'd be a tyrant. He'd be the one getting his head cut off for sure. No, I wanted it for me.
It's all mine.
Is there caramel in that?
What is caramel?
No, I want a shower. I want
Yeah,
them
but
to know what a
bathing
fucking
in a
blanket is.
waterfall in like
Yeah.
Norway.
Naked as all fuck, just letting it hang out. Massive beard flowing down.
I am losing my mind. That sounds awful.
Sounds amazing.
That sounds before like
and then you all just
nice.
sit there on the edge while fucking you're
Drinking some mead, you know.
It's before Nivea Sport Active Body Wash when you smell heaps good. Nah, fuck that.
You just rub a couple berries under your fucking
Vikings were
armpits, bro.
very like well maintained.
I hate this. This is fucking ridiculous.
This is the last time I get invited to the show because I'm just going
losing
against
my
Jack.
fucking mind. I can't
Okay,
believe
okay.
that.
We'll go to the next one then.
Have you ever used a car?
You wouldn't need to. You have a boat.
Yeah, that'll get me to work. Just down the tarmac. God.
Okay.
These currents.
I see this is really affecting you right now. So let me hit you with this one. If you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Fucking caramel.
Really?
Nah. I already do this because I don't really know how to cook, but it's just spaghetti bolognese. It's all I know how to cook, so I just make cunt tons of it at home, and then I just live off that. But I really enjoy it still, somehow, so...
Lasagna or like my nunna's pasta sauce. If I just had that for the rest of my life, I'd be set. Done.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Bad motherfucker.
Incredibly versatile.
Go to eggs like a fucking motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love eggs to death.
So
Anytime.
good for you. Like, holy shit. Shout out eggs.
If I had
Eggs, if you're watching, shout out, brother.
Chickens, you're the best. You
What
keep
up,
ordering out.
chickens?
whenever I have my ramen noodles, you better believe I'm having
Yeah,
2 fried eggs
fuck
on that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
chuck
My
Eggs
real
in
answer is probably just coffee, because that's what I do anyway.
You can't have coffee.
I know.
black coffee. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Banned from coffee
I
until
know.
your heart
Yeah,
gets
you
bad.
can't have anything, bro.
Naughty little
You're on
fuck.
like the healthy. You can have a celery stick. That's all you're having.
Fuck yeah, I love celery.
Now this would be interesting to know. If money was no object, or no matter, what would you buy?
Mine's pretty boring. I would just like set myself up.
A house. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
just
be-
like a nice house, probably a nice PC. I'm a massive car nerd, which I think we've spoken about, so I would have a fucking ridiculous garage that I would actually use. Like Jay Leno is a good advocate for that because he has that ridiculous garage, but he's still he uses them all, and now he has a show out of it, which he writes it all off on tax anyway. So I would do that.
Fucking A.
I would make a YouTube channel so I could make my McLaren P1 tax deductible. Yeah, no, I would just have like a nice house, nice things, and then just a fuck off car collection.
Okay.
nice house. Big fuck off you. I'm good.
Yep.
Well, I've already got the house.
I'm succeeding in life.
I was waiting for it. That's what I wanted to say. I'm just like, we're gonna get out of this. No, in all honesty, the one other dream I have is to open and run a arcade / mini golf center.
Yeah, right.
That'd be cool.
So have first floor as a massive, really awesome putt-putt course. Not like Holy Moly, because I don't consider Holy Moly a putt-putt.
No.
So that you just play to get drunk and try and get a ball in a hole. Mine's actually, you're putting.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have a fun time here. And then after that, you go upstairs for drinks and you play arcade all night.
Yeah, I always dreamed of buying and owning a bar, but it's a lot of
So
work.
do I.
It's a lot of work.
I think this would be okay. You just make it licensed. and
Arcade would be sick.
I'd probably not cater to kids as much. I'd probably give them a little corner.
We'll give them a kid's
You know,
day or
usually-
something. You could still have the full course, but to be like, yeah, Thursday nights are for kids. Dude, I hate kids and I'm saying this. I'm still throwing them a fucking bone in your business. I'd probably open a bowling alley as well, because I've always loved bowling.
Well, we can go in and we can put a bowling alley in my arcade if you want.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
100%.
Let's do this now when we're not.
Can we also have like
Fuck
an
the
axe
podcast,
throwing
man.
place as well? Can
We can put axe throwing in there as well.
There you go.
Cater to the Viking.
Bowling lane, axe throwing lane, bowling lane, axe throwing lane.
Exactly.
And then someone accidentally throws their fucking axe
Into the bowling.
Oh, sorry about that.
Strike still counts.
Fucking A. Alright, what's your favourite thing you own and why?
Jesus.
You don't own him.
I'm very proud of my car because it was my first big purchase that my parents didn't really bail me out of.
Yep.
The white
And
Swifty.
and I paid it off like 18 months early and stuff, so I'm quite proud of it. And I look at it and I'm just like, yeah, like I did that, you know? Like it's not a very, like, no spoilers, it's not a very exciting car, but it is a new car that I bought new.
It's a nice looking car.
Yeah.
It's your standard white girl car.
Yeah, got a loan out
fair
and
enough.
stuff, so you know, it's freedom. Like it's your car. It takes you everywhere. So I'm quite proud of that. I quite enjoy my car.
My turn. Probably my PC because I built that. Custom built. My girlfriend's dad gave me a hand building it, so just that experience with him, just being able to build the PC together, like that was cool. And so yeah, it's probably.
It's always good to get in with a significant other's dad as well. Like
yeah.
You got to bond over something. Like,
Got to bond over something.
If I ever get a girlfriend, I'm fucked because I don't do anything. Like, do you want to come and stand around the barbecue? I'm like, not really. I throw things in the microwave.
No, what would we talk about?
The
I
weather.
don't know how to cook.
If they're a motorsport fan, fine. If they're a movie fan, fine. Otherwise, I'm rooted.
Exactly right. I mean, my cop-out answer would be my house.
Yeah, you
But-
literally own a house.
That's too much of a cop-out. My actual answer is my signed...
It'll be one of your stupid
One of your-
fucking toys.
It would be my signed Red Ranger Austin St. John pop vinyl figure.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. He's got such a clean signature. Tell me that's not one of the most beautiful signatures you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's very nice, actually.
Very nice signature.
Very nice.
Original Red Ranger, honestly, that is one of the best things that I have in this house.
This is the longest episode of all time. I love it.
Are we there? No, we've had longer.
Yeah.
We said this was going to go long.
Yeah.
Alright. And Elizabeth's last one is, if you could change your first name, what would you change it to?
Renegade.
Renegade.
I'm alright with Jack. Although today I got Boost Juice 2 days in a row. First one just didn't even acknowledge my name at all. Just like they just called out the order. I got Jared today. She was calling out Jared. And then I was the only person left. She was like, "Are you fucking Jared?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Is this your order?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
She was like, "Why did you say Jared?" I said, "I fucking didn't. I said Jack. It's a 4-letter word. How hard is it?" But no, Jack's fine. It's easy. Doesn't take long to write out.
Yeah, I'm fine with Daniel, Dan, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Or Renegade.
That's alright, but... Yeah, I know.
Ghost.
I think the only thing I'd say would be, like, some stupid character's name. Like, I want to be called Aragon.
There's a Spanish
Ragnar
there's a
Lothbrok.
Spanish MotoGP rider called Maverick. And that's the fucking coolest
That is
name.
cool.
It's full on Top Gun.
That would be cool.
Maverick. Just
Maverick.
chucking on aviators. My name's fucking Maverick.
Fair enough. Alright, we have one from Matt, which I don't know if it's directed just at you,
Oh,
or if
yeah.
it's not, but he basically asks, are you secretly a weeaboo? If so, what's your favourite anime?
Well, I live in a house with two, like...
Anime
I almost
people.
said outs. Like very, like, anime
Very
all
much
over
in
the
that,
place.
yeah. They're very
Anime
in
all
that,
over
yeah.
the place. Like, their whole rooms are done up with pop and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't interest me at all, but each to their own.
Yep.
I do like a couple of animes, so like my favourite one would be Cowboy Bebop.
No!
Don't shame me, man! It's 2020! And that's just because Cowboy Bebop is just like such a cool anime. Like, it's about a space cowboy who's going like, he's a bounty hunter. Like, how much cooler could
Yeah,
you
just
get?
that alone, like Space Cowboy, fuck yeah.
It's
I'm in.
Isn't that basically the Mandalorian right now?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
original Mandalorian.
Possibly, yeah.
But so yeah, I guess I am a secret weeaboo.
Man,
But,
anime
yeah.
got fucked by the internet.
I'm a-
Because, like,
Ugh.
there's lots of incredible, beautiful animes, but the
Yeah.
internet came in and was just like, I want to come on these.
Basically.
just
4chan. Thank you, 4chan.
Ruined
Yeah.
it for everyone.
I mean, I'd be a little bit one too. I enjoy a lot of animes. Death Note was one of the first
Death Note's
ones.
great.
No! Sorry.
Go back and watch your fucking Formula 1 races.
There's one tonight, baby!
Sword Art Online.
Yep,
It's a big
good-
one for
good
me as
anime.
well. As if your other little ones scattered through there. Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I'm
Most
going...
of the fucking main
Goblin
ones people
Slayer.
know.
I'm going to watch One Punch Man because apparently it's short and it's
fucking-
very funny.
I loved it.
Yeah, One Punch Man is
brilliant.
good.
First season. Oh,
I watched
amazing.
Dragon Ball Z growing up.
Yeah, that
Pokemon growing
One
up.
Piece.
One Piece. Yeah.
when that first started, and then now it's like
Naruto.
Anything that was on.
No.
Now One
TV.
Piece is just like so long.
still going. And like you could not, if you wanted to watch that show, you couldn't watch.
What's
it
the
now.
one
Yeah.
that's been going? Is it Bleach? That's got like 230 seasons or something.
Bleach used to be the biggest anime, but then now One Piece has just blown it out of the water.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because
too big. So that's all the ones I have here, and I think you
I've
have a
got
couple extra
more.
ones.
Yeah, I got some from my mum.
hell yeah.
Shout out, my
Shout
mum.
out,
Shout out,
Shout out,
Doza!
mum. We did this. You guys did this one when you had the other guest on. His name's escaped me right now. Sheppo, yeah, which was the superpower one. So we can
yeah.
probably skip that one.
Easy.
Go back to that episode if you want to watch that
Yeah,
one.
if you want to, I'll show you that one, Mum. Don't worry. Then the next one, which is if you could go back in time 10 years, only for 10 minutes to talk to a younger you, what would you tell that younger you? Which I found very interesting.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It'll be the soccer match that put me out of my career in soccer, saying when your coach asks you to play last man striker and you're a goalkeeper, don't do it. You will.
I'll film you trying to walk up the stairs now, and then you can just show in that video of you going.
And the knee pain I'm constantly in. Just it's not worth it. Just say,
it's not
no,
worth it."
I'll sit on the bench. You have someone else as the striker because you will start smoking and drinking and get fat. And we don't want that now.
It just goes downhill.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Like, I'd go back in time and go back 10 years and be like, don't play gridiron. Like, it's not worth it. You just threw away your whole policing career. So, yeah, it's not worth it. For back injury. So, yeah, shout out back injuries.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I was graduating this time 10 years ago, so I just tell myself, like, none of it fucking matters. The next 5 years, like, you are still figuring it out. You're going to be 30 different people until you settle on who you become when you're about 25, 26. That's who I am now. So I'll just be like, don't be so insecure. Don't freak out so often about what people think of you. Like, I fuck so many relationships and friendships just being like, oh my God, I have to be this type of person instead of just being myself. Yeah, I'm a little bit boring. I say some pretty crass things. That's who I am. And once I hit like 25, 26, I was just like,
Just accept it.
hey, people like it. Like, I've got friends who like that. You like that.
You like that?
I said it! He said the name of the show!
That's the show.
Plug.
But yeah,
That's it.
honestly, I wouldn't even need 10 minutes. I would need 10 seconds. I'd just say, none of it fucking matters. Chill out. Boom,
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Fair.
And then the following up.
Stop fucking drinking. You will have a heart attack when you're 27.
That's
Stop
double
drinking
as well.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one is likewise. If you could go forward 10 years, and you could give yourself another 10-minute spiel, what would you say to yourself, to the older you?
Take that Spotify deal.
What's this? Spotify deal?
Do a Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that we have some sort of deal in 10 years.
I would just
Before it
say, like,
comes up.
what made it all click? And I know there'll probably be a time paradox, Avengers Endgame, you'll have to explain that. But yeah, I would just be like, what made it click? When did I
At what point did what point did
what
it
made
just
me
come
sort
together?
my shit out? Like, does it get worse before I do, or does it start going up now?
Like, look, I am
If it starts
at the
getting
bottom
worse,
right now. Like,
I'm in a bit of
is there any-
If where I'm at now, there's another step down, I'm in trouble.
yeah.
But yeah, I would just be like, how'd you go, man?
Yeah.
Who are you
What's going
bonking?
Yeah, Twitter.
Sorry,
Is
Mom.
Emma Stone in here?
Did you get that interview with Lee Winnell yet?
Fuck, you're still driving that Swift? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
think,
cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all done.
That was
Fuck.
questions. There we go.
That's questions.
That was a bumper episode.
That was
ladies
a
and gents.
long episode.
You're getting your not money's worth because it doesn't cost
You
anything.
get to
So
listen to
fucking
this
hell.
for free. You can skip to whatever points you
This
want.
is a few days driving to work. You're
Jeez.
welcome, guys. You got content for a
This
little
is
bit.
huge. All right, let's outro it, I guess.
Yes.
Guys, let's just start by saying thank you for sending in all those questions.
Thank you for all the... Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
It
questions.
really helps us, and
That was
we
awesome.
feel
They
like
got
it's
like
great
half
to
an
interact with everyone about it.
Yeah,
It
fucking
just
oath.
it lets you guys have some sort of say in this podcast as well. It's not just us talking about movies. It's
Yeah.
getting other people
A
in.
bit more
It's-
fun, yeah.
Thanks for having me as a guest, guys. Like,
Oh, yeah, thanks for
appreciate
coming
it.
on.
It's good.
Thank you
It's
for
good,
coming.
you know? Hope it was some content.
Yeah.
Sorry we had to make you watch Borat too. I wish it could have been a better
Can we
movie.
choose a good movie
So,
next time?
We'll
Like,
put another one down the line for you to
Yeah.
hopefully enjoy.
something to.
Mate, Shepard do Hubie Halloween and now, now it's
You're
like,
just murdering
we're
your
just like
guests.
killing our
We are
guests.
shit people, man. But yes, as always, guys, Like, share, subscribe on the YouTubes, on the Spotify, anywhere it is.
Interactions aren't limited to just questions. If you
Yeah.
have any feedback at all, if you have anything, you just want to slip in a joke and be like, hey, here's how I would answer that question. We fucking love that. Like,
Exactly.
please do that.
Exactly.
Interaction.
Please.
We don't
Spotify
let this get at us,
screenies,
man.
shares. You might think it does. We say it all the time. You might think it does nothing. Think of your friends. Think of our friends. No correlation.
Yep.
That's a whole new group of people
Yep.
just by sharing, getting eyes on it. So
Yep.
it does something. It always does something.
If you're friends with us, man, like, you know, just hit that share button. Just be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's help out the pals.
Don't make me go back to Twitter.
Oh, there was a bit of a rant on there.
There was a fucking rant on Twitter, mate.
Dear.
But yes, thank you all anyway. We do appreciate everything that you do for us, and we will be giving back.
Doo-doo.
Yes!
This does not end well. We will be rewarding you guys eventually with something there. The close finished product for the first step of the future is nearly here, and then there'll be more to come to follow from there.
It's good. It's good.
It's good, it's fresh, it's
It's
crisp. So, I guess in saying that, thank you for listening to the You Like That podcast. My name has been Adam, and I've been one half of the You Like That podcast.
You go next.
I'm going next. My name's Dan. I am not part of the podcast.
That works.
But you were this time.
But I was this time. There you go.
And
Avid fan.
on the time... This is the dumbest fucking episode we've ever done. On the time that Dan was here, on the time that Sheppo was here, on the time that Brooke was here, I was still sitting here, except on the episode where we did the Saw thing where we swapped. But even fucking then, I was still Jack. And I was still the other half of the You Like That podcast. We'll see you next time, guys.
Nice.
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you all.
I fucking hate these outros.